Hello and welcome to Check It Out with Rich. Today's project is something I've been wanting to do now for over 3.5 years. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I want to turn this into this. Okay, yeah, we've absolutely hated this sink. It has sharp corners. They're not rounded, so it's harder to clean. And it's just plastic with a chrome paint on it that's wearing off pretty bad. So I finally decided I'm going to buy a sink. We're going to change it out. Okay, now first step is cleaning underneath the sink. I already have everything out. And then my next step, I'm going to take the doors off just to make it easier to work in there and so I don't damage the doors. And then I'm going to take the sink itself out and then the faucet, and we'll make the sewer pipe hook up. I might have to change around. It might be a trip or two to Lowe's, but we're going to get her done. All right, so let's get to taking these doors off, and then we'll get the sink out. Okay, now to take these doors off, it's very simple. There's just 2 screws, the black one in the center, one here, and it's the same on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and get those off. Keep in mind when you're putting these on, not to over tighten them. Maybe if you're using an impact, just go so tight and then use a screwdriver afterwards. Just, you don't want to crack this. Okay, we got the doors off, and then everything's cleaned out. And next thing I'm going to do is cut around here with a razor knife just to break the seal. You really don't have to go worry about damaging anything when you're cutting this, because this is all going to be cut out with the new sink. Okay, so that's all cut out. So next we're going to go underneath, and I'm going to disconnect the drain. And there's 4 clips on here that actually hold this sink in. But let's get the drain out of the way first, and then we'll get these clips off. Okay, the drain is relatively easy. Usually you can get it by hand. You might want to put a bucket or something under here to catch any water, because there is going to be water in your trap. Let me grab that right now. Okay, let's do this one. And finish with this one. And that should, let me loosen that up a little bit more. Get this wire tie off of here. And then we should be able to pull this whole thing out. And we'll put that right in the bucket. All right, next thing we want to do these clips. Now, there's been reports of these sinks falling out, and I think the main problem is these clips bend very easily. So if you have any issues, I would just get a piece of stronger steel and put it in there, and that should hold it in pretty good. Boy, that tank stinks. And we just want to loosen it up. I did tighten these up a long time ago. I'm going to have to put the camera down. Okay, this is the last clip, and I do have to say, I tightened them down pretty good before. They were a pain in the butt getting loosened up. All right, so that's it. Now, when I think it's down, I have to be a little cautious here because I got some wires. So right now, it should just come straight up. Okay, a little bit of not much pushing. Yeah, I gotta watch my wires here for my lights. And that's it, man. That didn't take long at all to get this out. Hopefully the new one goes in a lot easier. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the faucet out. Lines makes it real easy. They put valves at all their fixtures, so it's just a matter of shutting the valves off, disconnecting the lines, and loosening this thing up, and that's it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is turn the valves off. And I may end up having to redo this piping too. I don't know. We'll see. And let me get a towel here. Throw it down there. Okay, that's the cold. You might get a little water drippage. Then we'll get this one undone. And then these things. And then now we need a screwdriver to maybe. No, maybe not. Nope, that just turns right out. But we do need a screwdriver for the weight. And let's get this off. Now we are reusing the faucet. We just bought this faucet, I think, this year, I think, actually. This is our third one from the original. All right, so now you got to fish these lines through there. Always take the smaller one first and then work your way up. That one. Leaking water all over the place. Okay, that's hot. And then same here, one at a time. Oh, don't hit the light. And that's it. This whole thing's hot. Without filming and talking to you guys, I could have had this out in 10 minutes, no problem. No, that's what I mean. I hope the new one goes in just as easy. So, all right, let me get this dried up, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so I got everything cleaned up. I shoved the piece of paper towel into the drain line because it was starting to stink in here pretty good. I got this taped off to protect the countertop, what's going to be left after I get done cutting. Usually when you buy a sink, you do get some form of template. Sometimes it's on the side of the box, you got to cut it out. This one was nice. This one was inside the box. So we just need to lay this out. I made a center line here. And I'm going to take it right to the edge of the existing hole. So I'm only going to be making 3 cuts, the sides and the back side. So let me get this marked. Hopefully it doesn't move on me. And that should be it. Hopefully we see the line real good. And then next thing, Becky's not coming in to watch this. So the next thing to do is to make our 3 cuts and dry fit our sink, make sure it's all right. Might need to trim up here and there because they don't give you a lot of room around the edge. So this hole has to be, you don't want it too big, you want it just right. So let's get to cutting this out and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to go slow. This is going to make a little bit of a mess, but here we go. You really didn't think I was going to cut that with a chainsaw. It would have been a lot quicker, but this did the trip. There was something in here that ate my blade, and I cannot see what it is, but I put another blade on it, and it was right through it. All right, I'm going to get these corners cleaned up, and then get this mess cleaned up, and do a dry fit and see if there's anything else I need to do. Okay, so I did a dry fit. I don't have to do any additional trimming to get this to fit in. It dropped right in. However, I did have to cut the drain out. The air admittance valve was hitting the bottom of the sink. So I did cut it out. I kind of figured that was going to be the case. This sink is deeper than the original. So let me take you down below and I'll just show you how I cut it. Yeah, I cut it down low because I don't know if I'll be able to reuse any original parts. So I just might redo the whole thing. And then I might have to put the air admittance valve back in the back corner or something. So we'll figure that out once we start getting things together. Okay, now it is easier when you're putting in a sink to put your drain in. It's a lot better than laying underneath, and also your faucet. Now I may have to tweak the faucet to get it straight. It's a single hole, so I might have to give it a little nudge one way or the other. And I'll give you a little close-up video of that. Okay, so my next step is I need the silicone all around the perimeter of this lip. And after I do that, I'll go ahead and set it in place, and then these clamps go on just like this from underneath, and then you tighten them down and secure the sink. It should be pretty easy. I might need an extension to get up in there. This is flathead and Phillips. So once I get that done, I'll hook up the water, the hot and cold, make sure I don't have to do anything there, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the sewer pipe. So, all right, let me get this thing caulked up, set it inside, and then crawl it underneath. I'll try to get some video of me putting these in and tighten them down. It might be a little hard because they're so far up, but I'll do my best. All right, be back in a minute. All right, now I honestly believe this is the hardest part. I got silicone all around the perimeter. Now you got to try to pick this thing up, fumble it around, get inside the hole without making that much of a mess. But first I want to show you one of my screw-ups. While I was doing the last cut talking to you guys, so it's all your fault, I went a little too far on my cut because I ended up moving this back 3/4 of an inch from where I originally had it, because I would have ended up hitting the framing here. So in doing so, I had two lines here. And when I was talking to you guys, it's my fault. I went beyond where I was supposed to. And not only that, I cut my LED lights. So I've been wanting to put new lights under here anyway. So I guess everything works for a reason. All right, so now I'm going to try to pick this up. I may include Becky on this. She's sitting over there being nice and quiet. So I may include her in on this just to help me get it in there somewhat. So Beck, would you mind helping me?
I'm in my...
Did you hear?
I'm in my I'm not leaving the house clothes.
And then we're just going to try to sit that straight down, set it down. And then I'm going to lift straight up. And that's it. Okay, now I did not put a lot of silicone on here. I actually used Proflex. I didn't put a lot on here because I didn't want it oozing out everywhere. So it actually looks half decent. I just need to get it off my hands. Okay, now I'm going to go underneath real quick and put those clips on like I was showing you. I'm going to try to get some video, not saying how good it's going to turn out. Okay, just to show you that clip, it hooks up in there and then you hand tighten it till you get it to the point. And now I'm going to try to do this with one hand to tighten that down. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd use hex heads on these, but that's all you do. And I got one more left to do and it's done. Okay, we did get a little plastic wash basin to go in there, and then it does have a grate in here, and it also has the grate for on top, which we're going to order one that goes the whole way across so Becky can use this space as needed. And then this is our original faucet, and you're probably wondering what the gum band's for, but this comes open during transit, so we just wrap this gum band around a few times just to keep it from opening up. Now it does have a hole here if we want to add a soap dispenser. I doubt if we're going to, but this has a rubber gasket on it, so it should sew up pretty good. If not, I'll put some silicone on it. And Here's my boo-boo. That's what I get for filming and talking at the same time. Alright, so let's go underneath and see what I did down there. Okay, the drain line I had to redo. I was really worried about the air admittance valve, which is right there. And it turned out a lot easier than I thought. I just put a regular 90 on and a street 90 with a female adapter on top and just screwed it right in. So it turned out a lot easier than I planned. And then I redid your supply lines. I secured them down. And then when we get back from our trip, I'm going to liquid nail a piece of probably 1x4 back here. And then I'll secure these two just so they're not wobbling around. Now when I made that cut, I cut through my LED lighting strip that I had going all the way around. So I had this light, I tied it in for right now. And I may add one to the other side here. We'll see how it works. I think a little bit more light would be nicer, so I will add another one here. But for right now, that's working. Okay, it's all done. We just went camping for 5 days at Gettysburg Campground. There will be a video coming out on that, and I think maybe next week or the week after. And we absolutely love it. The only thing I wish we had, which I've been wanting to do since we bought the camper, was put a leaf, especially on the left side, that'll come up. Now, we lost a little bit of space here, not a lot, but just having like a 12 or 16 inch leaf that we can lift up and put dirty dishes. And we got a little wash tub to put in here. It's $5 at Target or Walmart or something. And we have a lot more room, which is very nice. She does have a couple bigger pots and pans that this sink can definitely handle it. And then wash in the tub, rinse, and then lay it here to dry. The lights underneath, I think I am going to go and put another light strip going around the 3 sides. That brightened that up a lot down there. A little more than just the one light I have. So I'll get that done here in the future. And except for my little boo-boo here, which sticks out like a sore thumb, it turned out very nice. All right, as you can see, this was fairly easy. To me, the hardest part is getting the sink in without getting silicone all over you. So really, anybody can do this. So don't be intimidated by it. If you want a bigger sink put in, go ahead and put it in. Just make sure you do your measurements right. Okay, so then on to my next project and video. And once again, thanks for checking it out. We'll see you all next time. Bye.